am having such a good time with these ARCs. And hey, if you want me to talk about your ARC, put a link in the comments section below, and or put something on the D. Louise Book Series Facebook page. Reach out. It won't hurt. I lost my co-host. Smoke! Where you going? Hey, this is the D. Louise Book Series. I'm Christina, KSTINA. This is where I read books, talk about books, no special effects, no theme music, none of that fancy man stuff going on here. Come here. Come here. Come here. You know, all right. My co-host is here. We can start. Question is, will your book be mentioned? Oh, well. She's not very good today. Dang. The lighting here is terrible. It's always terrible. Would you stop? Alright. So, the first book up is Secrets in the Sand. We'll put it this way. I need to remember to print these stupid things, the font larger. I print the font like this big, and it's like a font 2 or 3. So it's Secrets in the Sand, a Turtle Island mystery. Some secrets don't stay buried, secrets in the sand. The morning should have been perfect, a quiet sunrise, a new beginning, a construction project that was supposed to change everything. Instead, it uncovers bones. When human remains are discovered beneath the dunes on Danny Whitaker's job site, Grace Appleton is drawn into a mystery the island has buried for over 40 years. The victim is Margaret Parker, a woman who vanished without a trace along with her family's land. But the deeper Grace digs, the more unsettling the truth becomes. Forged deeds, stolen property, quiet deals made by powerful families who built their lives on secrets hidden beneath the sand. The second body is found, and suddenly this isn't just the past, it's murder. This sounds good. This sounds like something I'd actually read. And, Miss Savannah Gray, if you want to send me a free copy, it's okay. No, don't worry about it. Just kidding there. But it does sound like something I would read. So we'll see what happens if it shows up in my Kindle. And I lost my co-host. She quit. All right. Absent Signal. Gerald Barnaby. In a world that tracks everything, the most dangerous thing is what doesn't exist. Marrakesh leads a 5-person unit that doesn't exist on paper. No agency acknowledges them, no government funds them, no record survives their operation. Exiled from institutions that built them, they work in the space between flag and shadow, finding what the system refuses to see. When a drive surface in whatever, till busy, whatever you want to call it. You need to make these names pronounceable. You can read them. All sci-fi, it's a really thing in sci-fi and fantasy books. They give these people the weirdest names. You can read them just fine, but trying to pronounce them, shit. So anyways, containing the financial architecture of 23 disappeared events. Mira's unit follows the signal from Georgia to London, from Lisbon to Trieste, into the heart of Europe's intelligence structure. What they find isn't just a network, it's a platform, an AI system that identifies threats before they become threats, hunts dissidents by their shape of their absence, and has been building a file on unit longer than any of them know. And the man who commissioned it has been watching Mara specifically for 25 years. That is creepy as all hell. Some signals go dark on purpose, some absences are engineered, and some men have been waiting a very long time to be found. Co-host is back. Alright, this was a... Come here, what? Alright, this is 2 books. So, over there. Detective Maserati series. AGRIPPAS map and Trumpet's Call. From Book 1. When archaeologist Daniel Weston discovers an ancient map buried in the ruins of Pompeii, a map rumored to lead to treasures rooted from the shores of Egypt, he doesn't know the menacing forces that will be unleashed. Hours later, Detective Angelo Marazzetti is summoned to the rocky shores of Sorrento and discovers Daniel's brutal murder. Short on leads, Marazzetti turns up with Daniel's longtime friend and fellow archaeologists Jake and Nicole Stewart as they unravel clues from the ancient map in hopes of solving the crime. The frantic search for answer leads to sealed crypts, sunken ruins, and a secret hidden within the heart of a stored city. Have you seen my videos? If you haven't seen my videos on Stephen Lawhead's The Skin Map, I spent all my videos going like, now, this book here, this is the first book here, but the second book takes place before the first book, but it's the second book, and then the third book. Those books go all over the place. That's what happens with time travel. That guy really, really plays with your head, Mr. Lawhead. Evidence points to a wealthy Italian businessman, Marcus Nicola, who consumed by his own search for the treasure. Nicola is powerful, ruthless, and motivated, but is he Daniel's killer? Don't know. Oh, and if you haven't, in August, I'm going to be releasing I think there's 7 videos. Murder Off Miami. They're individual pieces of paper. This is the book. It's from 1936. It's been republished a few times. I think at one point it was a game. But the videos air in August. I've already taped them all. But it airs in August. I read a lot, okay? I read a lot. And they're individual pieces of paper. And I'm like, if you can tell me who done it, I will confirm it. If you can't tell me who done it, then I'm never gonna reveal who done it. There's 7 videos. It lasted over 2 weeks. So anyways, a deadly Victorian mystery. I love Victorian mysteries. Just love Victorian mysteries. And the Gilded Age. I'm Victoria Thompson, Alyssa Maxwell. There's a few others. Miss Simpson, and there's a whole bunch. It's D. Louise book series, If Then. If you like this book, you might like that book. And I do categories. Vampires, werewolves, forensics, lawyers, witches, pirates, men that make you swoon. I had fun with that. Valentine's Day one. A whole bunch of Regencies, naked guys on the cover, shirtless. It was a tongue-in-cheek. It was supposed to be funny. So there's over 200 if-thens, all different topics and subjects. And once a month we do new releases. And don't forget about Flashback Monday. Me and my RT book review magazine. Oh, I missed that thing. So where was I? Oh, this reminded me of something. There's a couple of books that I read recently that had stuff like this in it. But anyway, let's see. A murder at the Royal Opera, Magna Alexander. London, 1889, when the Duke of Steele invites Lady Rosalind to share his box at the Royal Opera House for a performance of Rigoletto, neither suspects the evening to end in blood, but the doomed Gilda breathes her last on stage. A killer slips into the adjacent box, and Sir Edmund Hale, one of London's most ruthless industrialists, falls to a stiletto blade. Oh, what was the name of the Eve Dallas? Oh. I can't remember. I read it so many times. Eve and Rourke go to the theater. It's his theater. It's his money. It's his crew. And they're doing one of Agatha Christie's. And it's the courtroom scene. And they're supposed to take the fake knife. And, those fake knives. And you go like this and the blade goes in. It's a fake knife. the pretend not sharp fake knife, and someone switched it for a real one, so the person is killed on stage. I forget which one that was. Miss JD Rob. Hey, check out my JD Rob Saturdays. We're going through all of them. They're my comfort series. Let's see. But the Queen's summons comes with an unexpected complication. Did I miss something? All right. Okay. I did. Let me back up here. In London, 1889, when the Duke of Steele invites Lady Rosalind to share his box at the Royal Opera House for a performance of Rigoletto, neither expects the evening to end in blood, but the doomed Gilda breathes her last on stage. A killer slips into the adjacent box, and Sir Edmund Hale, one of London's most ruthless and industrious, falls to a stiletto blade. Steele expects to hand the matter to Scotland Yard and be done with it, but a summons to Windsor Palace changes everything. The victim's widow has been conducting an indiscreet affair with the Prince of Wales, and Victoria will not see her son's name dragged through scandal. So she commands Steele and Rosalind to find the killer before speculation can reach the press. So, question. Were they a duo before this? Louise Penrose, Wexford and Steele. But were these two, how well did they know each other? Were they just casual friends? Were they neighbors? Are they partners? Is this the first book or the second book in the series? Oh, it's book 4. Okay, there's my error. See, I did not know that. I just saw it right now. This is book 4 in the series. So what one has to do is go back and read 1, 2, and 3. I see. See, I didn't see that before. That's my error. Excuse my error. I usually talk about book 1s in series. I did not know this was book 4. I will have to go check and see how the other 3 did. So, let's see. But the Queen summons with an unexpected complication. Victoria has heard the whispers about Steele and Rosalind's unconventional partnership and does not approve. If they are to work together so closely, Her Majesty insists that they must do respectively as husband and wife. Now they must solve a murder without risking Her Majesty's displeasure or surrendering to her demands. As they delve into the industrious world of risky ventures and shadow secrets, they uncover a conspiracy far more dangerous than a single murder. Someone wanted Sir Edmund silenced, and they will not hesitate to kill again. A Murder at the Royal Opera, Book 4, in the Rosalind and Steele mystery series. So it's book 4. My error. What are you screaming at? She's over there screaming her bloody brains out. What? So I still have to go lick these up. Come here. What are you screaming your bloody brains out for? What? I know. She doesn't want me doing a video. She wants me paying attention to her. Alright, let's see. So now I have to go check that out. One ancient spell, 2 souls bound, a love worth choosing. The Magical Mornings Cafe. Oh, this is book 2. Piper Putman's coffee shop serves the best lattes in the Carmel by the sea. Maybe a little magic on the side. Piper has perfected the art of keeping people at arm's length, running Magical Mornings Cafe in the witchy coastal town of Carmel by the sea. She's built a life that's safe, unsuccessful, and completely hers. No messy relationships, no vulnerability, no risk of being abandoned. Then Bishop Drake starts showing up every morning with a stormy eyes and infuriating smile, and suddenly her protection spells aren't worth any more. When the town's festival money disappears, Piper agrees to work with Dan to discover the money missing. No dead body, just missing money. Moonlight Murder Mystery Club. This is book 1 of 5. So we're going to be a series. I'm a series person. I like my series. And what are you... She just looking at me. So what's up? What? You know what? Alright, listen, Missy. You sit there and stare at me. I'm gonna stare back. What? Give me that look. Yeah. You get more views on YouTube than I do. Just give me the side eye. Oh, you can't tell the lighting's off. Oh well. Sorry. So anyways. Excuse me, my furniture is not your scratching post. There are a million other scratching posts in this house. Oh, where was I? Oh, yeah. Moonlight Murder Mystery Club. A Bitter Taste, Book 1 of 5. I like the cat. If you haven't noticed, I'm a cat person. When Crescent Harbor's most hated developer drops dead, police zero in on the obvious suspect, Sage's employee. A single mom whose public threat against him now looks an awful lot like motive. But Sage knows her, and Sage knows better. Armed with a baker's instincts, a suspicious coffee cup with a strange sediment, and Shadow, her unnervingly perceptive cat, Sage starts asking questions that powerful people would rather she didn't. I don't know. It's kind of, I don't know. It's missing something. I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to see. No bucking way? Really? Seriously? You're gonna go with that? I swore there was no bucking way I'd fall for a cowboy again. Have you met Linda Lale Miller? Have you met my McKettricks? I forget what the other one was. Stones. I think the Stones. I think it's Stones. I like my McKettricks. I've stopped waiting for Mr. Right. After years of dating disasters, I'm done. I'm taking control of the future the only way I know how, through IVF. Oh, good God. This is where you lose me completely. God took all of my children, so we won't even go there. So that's why you just lost me. But then Jarrah strides into Diamond Firetail Farm, a former bull rider with broad shoulders, smoldering eyes, and a smirk that makes me want to slap him or kiss him. Where did we do the bull rider before? There was a couple of different series that did that. Oh, God, I can't remember. I'd have to go through them all over there. Wait, oh, really? Or was it a paranormal? I don't remember. I've read that before. Where have I read that? That's gonna drive me crazy now. I have to think about it all fucking day. Oh! The what you call it? Feehan! Feehan! That's where I read this story before. I know it. I know it. I know it. I know it. That is gonna bother me all day. I know I'm gonna figure it out at like 3 o'clock in the morning. That's when things always hit me, at 3 o'clock in the morning. Alright, so. No bucking way. Okay, she did that. When Jared strides into the Diamond Firetail Farm, a former bull rider with broad shoulders, smoldering brown eyes, and a smirk that makes me want to slap him or kiss him, we clash constantly. On the road circuit, they called him Jarrah Hot Lips, Larson, because every buckle bunny thought he was irresistible. which only convinces me he's a player. The problem, he's nothing like the man his reputation should suggest, and that only makes him harder to resist. When his teenage daughter needs help with schoolwork, Jared asks me. It's supposed to be tutoring, nothing more. But late nights turn into stolen glances turn into turning kisses, and then I'm tangled up with one man I swear I didn't intend in need. That's gonna remind me. It's gonna bother the life out of me that I can't remember the name of that book. I don't think it's a Dark Hunter, and I know it's not Briggs. It's not Harris. It's not Briggs. Not Feehan. Somebody. It's gonna drive me bonkers. But anyways, Evan, not Nosworthy. Silent Mark by Gary Adams. Evan, Nosworthy. Never asked to be a hero. In his quiet town, he's just a man who fixes porches, trains kids at the boxing gym, and hauls cats out of trees. Ordinary, forgettable, safe. But when a highway accident throws him into chaos of fire and wreckage, Evan's instincts take over. He saves lives, including that of a mysterious operative known only as Nathan Miller. What should have ended as an act of courage becomes something far darker, surveillance, shadows, and whispers of secret organization called the Orchid. Now hunted by men who call him the Mark, Evan is pulled into a deadly game he doesn't understand. Every streetlight that flickers, every van that lingers too long could mean his past or his future isn't what he thought. Caught between forces he can't see and truth he isn't ready to face, Evan must decide, will he remain the ordinary he believes himself to be or embrace the dangerous truth others already see in him? I don't get it. I don't. Did he grow up in the town and he was always Mr. Joe Blow or whatever and Mr. Smith, and then this happens, and or did he have what you call it, secret identity situation, not like when people go undercover, they witness crime and the FBI or whoever makes new identities for them. Did this organization do something like that, brainwash him, whatever, and then stick him in this town and make him believe he was a small town guy when he was really his? See, I have too many questions. I have no idea. Echoes of the Forgotten. Okay. What happens when 12 storytellers unleash their darkest visions? You don't just read it, you experience it. Echoes of the Forgotten is a multi-author folk horror collection designed to stay with you long after the final page. 12 authors, 12 books, 0 escape. For more than 300 years, a curse has haunted Jess and Kathy's bloodline, and their father's death. They return to Blackwood Hollow, expecting grief and memories, only to find something far worse waiting for them. At the center of it all is the witch who nearly destroyed their family long ago. Now, with the help of a handful of locals, Jess and Kathy must uncover the truth, break the curse, and face the evil waiting in the shadows. Okay. What are you doing? You can't see. It's a piece of tinsel. Now, where she finds this stuff? Okay. This one sounds scary as all hell. I have a relative that got taken. And I mean, seriously taken. I mean, massively, seriously. Thousands upon thousands of dollars taken. I was an idiot. But anyway, the fisherman I can't see. Oh, I cut it in half. You know the sound, the unknown number, the fake bank alert, the package you never ordered, the inbox full of phishing emails, urgent warnings, and digital parasites trying to steal 5 seconds of your life before they steal everything else. Most people delete black purse under their breath and move on. Gene Rock tries to. And you know, me and Rock are good friends. I've read all 60 of the books. So you can't name a character Rock without me thinking of Rock. I'm sorry. Me and my Eve Dallas is a lieutenant in the New York City Police and Security Department, and her husband is Rock. And that's where I go. I can't. Rock is Rock. Night shift warehouse work in Ocala, Florida. Dean is tired, sober, angry, and already held together by routine more than peace. The scams are everywhere, in his phone, in his email, and now in his mother's life. Then one call comes too many, which begins as a furious pushback against predators no one seems to be able to stop, turns into something darker, stranger, and far more dangerous. Okay. Okay. I will confess right here and now, I do not understand this book. That was my very first thought when I read the blurb. I do not understand it. I do not get it. Alright. I like time travel books. I like time travel books a lot. If you have not seen the D. Louise book series, If Then Time Travel Edition, there are 2. The second one is the better one, I think. Because I read all the books, and then we did a compilation in the If Then. But the whole August, I think it was August, I read all those books, all of them, complete series, Moaning, and my gal pal over here. I love these books. I love these books. Something terrible. She needs to write a little faster. She had something personal happen and it delayed her a couple years. I'm like, yeah. But anyways, it's always about us, isn't it? Yeah, authors have real lives. And stuff happens. You know, where is that book? Wait a second. Chrissy, put the picture up. Chrissy, look for picture. Look for picture since the co-host is under the table. This lady, Sophie Kinsella. Her first 2 books, The Shopaholic, the first 2 or 3. And I'm not a romance angst person at all. And these type of books don't appeal to me at all. But the first 2 books in her Shopaholic series have cracked me up something terrible. So I attempted to read a few more, and I ended up falling by the wayside. But March, it was the March is Green Month on the D. Louise Book Series channel, and this was one of the books, and it's here somewhere. I've got so many boxes of books, it's unbelievable. But so one of the green books from March, I picked it up, and I didn't realize what it was till I was reading the blurb. So put it up, Chrissy. Put the picture of Sophie Kinsella's book. Sophie Kinsella was dying, and she wrote a book about what was going on with her life. She made it fictional, and she added a couple of fictional twists to it, I guess to make it a little more interesting. But she wrote her autobiography, and she passed away last Christmas. But it was what does it feel like? Sophie Kinsella is a short autobiographical novel. It's small, It's a short story. It's heartwarming. It's touching. Eva wakes up with amnesia after surgery from a malignant brain tumor, chronicling her journey of relearning to walk, talk, and write while grappling with her diagnosis and deciding how to tell her children. The book is based on Crisella's own experience with glioblastoma in a poignant, heartbreaking, yet life-affirming story that uses fragmented vignette-style narrative to reflect her memory loss, blend humor with the serious themes of love, loss, and survival. Gotta check that book out. But like if you want something to, I always tell people, well, the first two Soviet symbols, if you like that type of author, the first two are hysterical funny. The girl has a charge card going off the roof. But I have certain books that I recommend constantly to everybody that comes in the bookshop. If you're sad, if someone has passed away or someone is sick, and you want to give yourself an excuse to laugh or smile for just a minute, Janet Ivanovich, Stephanie Plum, The First Few. Jana de Leon, The Fortune Mystery. And then I've got a couple others for mysteries. Steve Berry, The Patriot Act, and Jana Penner, The Apothecary. Those are the books that I recommend the most often. So where was he? Oh yes, this book that I did not understand. The Heir of Time. Even goddesses fall in love, and their love never dies. Some doors were never meant to open, and some truths were never meant to surface. Yet in London, something buried in history begins to react when Jack returns with a Babylonian crystal that should not exist. Time fractures, London and Rome overlap. The past stops behaving like the past. When humanity once called gods were never divine at all, only mortal beings mistaken for something greater. But Earth was never alone. Something has existed far longer than human history, watching, waiting, and now responding. From the shadows of modern London, signs begin to emerge, strange things hinting that something vast is closer, something not human, something ancient. Jack is no longer just traveling through time, he's breaking it. And with every fracture he creates, something begins to follow him back. Sorry. I I I I just don't get it. The Dying Tide, Ethan Holloway. Oh wait. Saltmere is sinking 1 inch every hour, 72 hours before the city drowns permanently. The tide stone, the great crystal that regulated the ocean empire's tides for 8 centuries, and has been stolen, and Kayleen Throne, invisible mid-level bureaucrat of the Tide Ministry, is the only person who saw it coming. He filed 17 reports. No one reads them. Now partnered with Sable Finn, a sharp-tongued harbor thief who was at the vault the night of the theft and saw something she was never meant to see. Kale must chase the stone across fracturing empire before the city he has quietly left for 15 years disappears beneath the waves. The problem, the Tidestone, is not just a heartbeat, it's a weapon. The most powerful tidal weapon ever built, and the man who stole it is not a criminal. He's the most respected official in the empire, a man with a plan, a coalition, and a coldly responsible argument for why the world needs to be remade. And he's Kale's boss. Okay? Blood in the Parchment, a medieval murder mystery by Esther Knight. Toledo, Spain, 1193. Rebecca de Toledo, though she made peace with her family's betrayal until her strange cousin... Again, what's with the names? Yaacov begs her to investigate troubling events at their joint vellum business. She refuses to help, wanting nothing to do with the family that shunned her. Then a worker at the D. Toledo volume shop is found dead. Sir John of Hampstead has seen death before, but the body pulled from a vat is something else entirely. As the city's head of investigations, John knows that this was no accident. And in my brain, every time I read the Sir John of Hampstead, I'm gonna think town of Hampstead. I grew up in the town of Hampstead. What can his orders are to find the killer, keep the peace, and by Queen Eleanor of Aquitaine's personal command, protection Rebecca de Toledo. Easier said than done. Rebecca is fiercely independent and far too willing to put herself in the way of danger, and the deeper they dig, the more enemies they rival. And the deeper they dig, the more enemies they rival, merchants, bitter ex-employees, and a prospective groom for Rebecca who might be spying for their enemy. I don't get it. Then a second body falls, this time far too close to home. John and Rebecca must move quickly because the killer isn't just covering their tracks, they're hunting anyone who dares to get close. And I will have to admit, this one has a couple of different covers, but I'm gonna go with the one on that I first saw, because it has a different cover on Goodreads. If you haven't noticed, it has a different cover on Goodreads. And I don't think there's a blurb on Goodreads. One of the books I reported there wasn't a blurb on. I forgot which one, but there was a couple of different, but this is the one I liked. And this is the one that caught my attention. So this is why I'm mentioning this book. Deadly devotion. Cat affection turns deadly. Talk to my husband. He gets the cat here with a tap on the chin. If he doesn't wake up, he gets a tap on here. If he doesn't wake up, his ears get licked. And if all worse comes to worse, they would comb his beard. They would run. And if worse comes to worse, just sit on his head. We had one cat that used to. She had a long, massive tail. But anyways. Deadly devotion. Cat affection turns deadly. Oh, speaking of which, now that I think about it. Miss Feehan has the Leopard series. Just saying. Somebody else's. Oh no, the wolves. The Dark Hunters. Vane and Fane are wolves. Right? And Vicky Delaney. No, is it the Vicky Delaney? The Sarah Booth Tiki Bells series, and then we have the Browns. There are two Browns. Are you back? We have the BRAUN Brown, and then we have the BROWN Browns cat series. Someone's back. Hey, you're back for the cat one. Come here. Come be a killer cat. Come be a killer cat. There you go. Deadly devotion. Cat affection turns deadly. Are you deadly? Are you deadly? Prepare to be captivated by another of Faye Chamberlain's masterful woven stories, guaranteed to make you laugh, cry, and question the true nature of feline devotion. Do you have devotion? Do you care? Meet Flo, a 55-year-old little person who has spent most of her life unloved, ridiculed, and forced to fend for herself. And Dora, the tailless cat, she rescues after it was abandoned in a devastating tornado. In a world that often turns its back on those who are different, Flo and Dora are united by their shared experiences as outcasts. They build an unbreakable connection that will change their lives forever. But their relationship takes a dramatic turn when Dora in her own unique and sometimes vicious way, begins to take care of everything that upsets or hurts Flo. Oh, who remembers the Eve Dallas? Did we just do it? I forget which one. Oh, not copycat, but friendship. No, what that wasn't the title. I'll have to think about it. The one that's killing anybody that did Eve Dallas wrong. They're killing them all. But anyways, that was the end of Extravaganza Book 3. ARC Extravaganza 3. And you showed up just in time for the end. We're finished now. Look at that tail go. So, anyways. Come a little closer. That is the end. Oh, don't forget to check out If Then Fridays. If you like this book, you might like that book. Star Trek Next Generation recaps Fridays, or Voyager recaps on Fridays. Eve Dallas Saturdays, my daily book reviews, Flashback Monday, and this ARC, which will be on Sunday, and then the following Sunday we'll be back to Unboxing Sunday. Have a good one.